Alright, today I'm going to teach you how to make nutrient agar petri dishes for growing out mushroom cultures. Alright, so these are the supplies you're going to need. You're going to need some light malt extract. You can find this kind at shroomsupply.com. You can get this pound on Amazon for, I believe it was $11. You need some agar. This stuff is really good. I believe it's on Amazon. I'll link it below. But you can also get like these sticks at my local Asian mart that I blend up, and it's horrible. This is the agar I used when I first started. For a very long time I used the same stuff, and it's trash. The very first time I switched to this agar, it was perfect. My plates were absolutely perfect. Optional, a few potatoes. We're gonna boil those up and strain it and use that water. This will be a potato dextrose nutrient for the mushrooms. We're gonna slice those up real good. You're gonna need some distilled water. I've used tap before without any problems. Measuring cup, 70% alcohol. A scale, some stuff to measure, pour stuff, some little containers. And you can always change it up to what you have to work with. You're gonna need a pot, and another optional thing is some food coloring, or you could use activated charcoal to make black plates. I think I went through all of. Did you want me to save this little eye here for you?
Yeah.
I am not a chef. No idea what I'm doing here. It's almost kind of simple.
Be careful.
I'm slicing it nice and thin so I don't know.
Nice and thin so you'll be able to get as much of the juice out of the potato as possible.
Yeah. I don't know if you need to or not, but... I am not a chef. Alright. Throw these in the pot. Alright. One recipe is going to be 500 milliliters. You're going to want to use 10 grams of agar and 8 grams of light malt extract. But since I'm doing more than one, I'm going to measure out a quart and a half, 1,500 milliliters. Huh? It is. So for 2 recipes it is, but I'm doing extra because of you're going to lose water via evaporation.
Okay.
So I'm just putting a little bit extra. And then if you could do extra, and then you could just save it for your next recipe. You're going to just use cheesecloth to strain out all the potato, and then you can just save the water and measure it out for your recipe. Alright. About 1.5 quarts of water. We're gonna put this to boil. Jeez. Alright. Let that boil. And we'll take a sanitation break. COVID. Alright, I left 2 things out of the supplies that you're gonna need. Not 2, only 1. Just 2 for me since I'm doing 2 recipes. You need 1 jar, quart jar. Poke a hole in the lid. Put a piece of micropore over it. And I'll show you what to do with those in a moment. Yeah, so I don't know. I'll let this.
Let you guys know when this is done.
I'm gonna light boil here for a little while, 10-15 minutes, 20-30 minutes. It's whatever. The whole potato part is optional, anyways. It's been about 5 minutes, and I found another item that you will need that I forgot to mention. Gloves are good. 70% alcohol. This is called the still air box. It's just a Rubbermaid tub with 2 holes cut in it for your arms to go through. It's that easy. Eventually having a laminar flow hood would be amazing, but this works just fine. Oh wow. Alright, so your still air box needs to be wiped down completely with 70% alcohol. Having this is nice.
Hey, you're spraying
I'm sterilizing. So all I did was kill the germs on all your stuff. Put the lid on this. I need to get some nice little rubber plug things just to throw in here. That'd be sweet. I don't know if this is useless and not something I normally do. But since it's already been blasted with alcohol, we're not going to use it for a little bit. I figured I'd do that. Think this is a bad idea?
I'll be careful, I don't think so. But that's fine.
Potato water. So, this normally I would have done it with cheesecloth, but well, it's right here. So we'll do is we'll just do it while we transfer it to here. hold here for me? Just so this doesn't fall in. Four, 150 milliliters. Oh, that's 500. There's gotta be a 5. Yep, that's 500 there. So we can take that off and wait for the next one. Here, I'll just get you hold that for me first. This, our potato water, now goes into a jar. You know what? I am doing this way, yeah, but it worked perfectly fine last time I did it this way, so fuck it. Normally, I used to always do this on the stove in a pot. I would be complaining and doing all this in the pot, but recently I've just been boiling the water, and okay. So now we need to add our nutrients, and then I shake it.
Oh, I remember that.
So, scale is good, but you don't have to have one. That's why I have this teaspoon measuring spoon for you to show how much you want here. So we got light malt extract. Okay, 1 teaspoon is about 4 grams. So you want about 2 teaspoons of your powdered light malt extract will work just fine. Then we need 10 grams of powdered agar. That's going to take probably about 3 of these, 3 teaspoons. Sorry. That's our 3rd teaspoon. 9.88 grams. There you go. You want, so that's 2. It's 2 teaspoons of light malt extract and 3 teaspoons of agar, right? Alright. And then you just kind of fucking. Oh, that was a bad choice. You okay?
Yeah. Are you okay?
Yeah. Oh shit.
You gonna burn yourself?
A little bit. It's not too bad. It's all good. Last time I fucking had a regular lid. Let's redo this here. Safety warning. Use a sealed, or use a fresh lid so you don't hurt yourself, burn yourself.
Lid with the hole will come later.
Yeah. Alright. Now, we can. Alright. Next thing, optional. 3 drops of blue or any other color, not blue. Here we go. Cool, right? Isn't that cool? Alright, now let's mix this one up. nice one. New jar this time. Ooh, yeah. Right. Almost there. Almost. One little bit more. That's about it. Yeah, that's perfect. Thank you. All right. We got our boiling hot potato water. So we go in our jar. Okay. Alright, that looks like 1 teaspoon. Okay, so that's about 4. We want 8 grams of this, so again, it's about 2 teaspoons. It doesn't have to be exact. Alright. You can give that a little swirl if you want. Just be careful not to hurt yourself. While that's swirling, let's get our agar. Alright, with three, I wasn't getting completely full scoops. About 3 teaspoons is all you need. Alright, we got our 10 grams of agar. I'm gonna cap this. We'll put some color in it in a sec. Alright. Here we go. Alright, you ready? Yes? Down?
Mm-hmm.
Right. You want to do it? 3 dots. And do 3 dots of color. Boom. 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 Break away. What you think? Pretty sweet? Alright, let's go this way. Alright. Let's throw a fresh lid on so you don't hurt yourself. Like I said, I used to do all this in a pan on the stove, mixing the agar and the nutrients and all that, but this works great. Crystal clear plates, contam free. Yeah. These guys need to get their pressure cooking lid on.
Where's the pressure cooker?
I'm about it. in it. So, what's the recipe, babe? For one recipe, well, how much?
500 milligrams of water, 10 grams
Milliliters.
of agar,
Milliliters. How much is that?
water.
That's a half of a liter. Half a liter. Or
10 grams of agar and 8 grams of light malt extract. I need 2 cloths, 1 jar for 1 recipe. If it's 2 jars, 2 cans is optional, and potato water is optional. Chopped in pieces and then boil and just take out the water and strain the potatoes with a cheesecloth and then pop.
nice tight. Yeah, alright. Then we got green and blue agar. What do you do? Gonna swirl. So you don't have to have a badass 50-year-old pressure cooker from the 70s, but it helps. Actually, should probably put some stuff in it and turn the stove on. Put some water in this motherfucker. And then we're gonna put these motherfuckers in there. That way, as it heats up and the water comes to a boil, I'm going to swirl this again. And then we'll put the lid on and blast them 15 psi for an hour at least. There's 500,000 different ways that people will tell you to do it. I used to do it for 20 minutes. That's not enough. I'm gonna say 45 minutes is our number we're gonna go with here today. That's once we get up to 15 psi in pressure. Occasionally I'm going to come and swirl these guys up. Just for a little bit, just till this heats up and the water gets hot, and then we'll throw the lid on. Now, be careful. If it's too hot, don't burn yourself and blame it on me. Alright. That. It's already in positive pressure. See? Alright. So, we're going to let this heat up. And then we'll start a timer at 15 psi. Alright. Let's turn this down a little bit. Bye. Right. see you guys in 42 minutes. Alright. Shut that off. We're gonna let this cool down to 0 on its own. And then bring you guys back. Now, after you've cooled all the way down to 0, the reason we're not at 0 is because I just opened it and then came all the way down, and then I opened it and I shut it again because I wanted to show you guys this. So, alright, you want to bring it all the way down. You don't want to release the pressure like I just did. That's what I'm trying to say. It can make it flash boil and kind of just spew out all your agar out of the top of your jar. But the one thing I wanted to show you is when you open your pressure cooker, you always open it like this so that you don't burn yourself. And if you're fancy and you got one of these, came with my 50-year-old pressure cooker. Blue agar? Ooh. Boily. There's some of that flash boilness I was talking about. Alright. Green. And these colors will be a lot lighter in the dishes because there won't be so much volume of that liquid. I mean, you know, it'll be thinner, so the light can go through it, and it'll be lighter color, prettier blue, and you'll see. All right, so then you want to take these guys and put them in front of a fan or like your vent for your air conditioner or something like that. Unless you have a bunch of time. Then you can do whatever you'd like. Air. Kikis, kikis. You can tell when it's time. You can tell when it's cool enough to pour when you can hold it in your hand, basically. Or you can get a infrared thermometer. I think this one needs batteries. Babe, you got 2 AAA batteries? Hey, use my computer, babe. Use this desktop. It's your computer.
That's what I'm saying. I just downloaded Geometrics on there because I couldn't use Geometrics on the file. You have to download it, and they never downloaded it on my shit.
Really? Fucking this house. Yeah, you load it up for me. Thanks, bud. You're the best. Does it turn on? Yeah. Alright. This one's sick. Boom. Alright. Let's see what she says. 100 degrees, I think, is what we're looking for. I believe. I'm not sure. I'm positive. I don't do it by temp normally. I normally just do it by feel. Once you can hold it in your hand, like it'll be hot. If you can hold it in your hand for more than 5 or 10 seconds, then it's good to pour probably. hopefully about 15 minutes from now. Maybe 30. 15, 30 minutes. We'll be back and we'll start pouring.
-700 and minus 9800. Okay, let's go over here in this one, and then let's put my 2100. That's why even if the credits are, I mean, they're smaller than the debit, the assets is once a month. Okay, we receive more money from customers than what we paid in expenses or more corrections that we did. Even though, we went and posted twice the $700. But they just want to know the effect of just doing one. Posting one flies that we purchased. That's actually the transaction. I think it's a little confusing in the way they stated on the question over here. Yeah, on this one. But we're actually posting those two. Yeah, because one was probably actually, yeah. What, I'm sorry? April the 2nd, yeah? And when did we reverse it? Look at the date. April the 30th. So we actually did not post it within 1 month. We fixed it here in the month. If it was, for example, in the month of May, okay, the answer would have been, in the analyze, would have been the 2100 because it was already posted, in the prior month. But since it's within the same month, in April, okay, then we don't count one. We only count the correct one. Because we catch it on that, caught that mistake on the same month, and then we correct it within the same month. Yeah. Yeah. So can I go to the number, to the last one? Yeah, Catherine? Okay. Okay, so let me just go back over there. Let me change your question. So this is recording. Because we catch it on that, caught that mistake on the same month, and then we correct it within the same month. Yeah. Yeah. So can I go to the number, to the last one? Yeah, Catherine? Yeah. Okay. Okay, so let me just go back over there. Let me change your question. So this is recording.
These gloves are extra slippery. These gloves are super slippery. Yeah. It looks like I don't know how to pour.
Okay, so the number 4. Haven't done it in years. You can try to do something different today. Like for example, if you do you wanna show your screen? Or you have already done it? If you show your screen.
I haven't done that.
No? Okay. Probably, whoever wants to do it, we can show the screen.
Okay.
That way you can do it with your own numbers.
Okay. How do I share screen on this one? Do you have to set up the question?
Yeah, okay, right there. Okay, so that one, is that one yours?
Just
I think you share with a mute is that in the middle part.
He did? I think, he did something, because, okay, maybe,
sharing the screen now.
I'm sharing the screen. Okay, let me unshare mine. Hold on, let me unshare mine. And then maybe he's gonna let you, okay, now. Can you do it now?
yeah.
Okay, you can do it.
Can you guys see that one?
Yes, we can see it, yeah.
So I just went here for cash. $75,000 online,
Uh-huh.
and then plus tools, and that's going to be a debit of 15,000.
Very good.
And then I believe the capital is two of these combined for credit.
Yes, because, yeah, very good. Because just remember that the person who is, any, in this case, this person is bringing money to the company and some tools. And it's in the real life, somebody, let's say that somebody wants to, invest in the company, and then, like I said, they can bring their inventory, they can bring their accounts receivable, they can bring their furniture, equipment, anything they want. But of course, they're gonna be reporting that like an asset, as an asset there. But they're gonna have to take the value is gonna have to be whatever they have in the market at the moment, whenever they bring it. Like in this case, a tool.
Alright, here's your finished result. This is your green and your blue. Yeah. Nice. Clear. Dishes. Congratulations.